running some errands today, and I got an idea. So I'm going to make a quick stop on the way home to pick up something. Hang with me. This is what happens when you let your grown kids know you're going to Sam's. But no, I don't mind picking them up for them. I'll drop them off on my way home. Okay, I made it home with my rotisserie chicken. Dropped the other two off at my daughter's houses on my way home. We're going to take this chicken and we're going to debone it. I'm going to bag it up. Some of it will actually go in the freezer because this is going to make so many meals that I am not going to eat chicken for a week or two straight. So some of it will go in the freezer for later use because I don't waste food. So let's get to cooking. Okay, we're going to debone this chicken, but to start with, I am going to be using chicken legs for one of my meals. So I'm going to get those chicken legs off first before we start deboning. There's one. We've got these two chicken legs off. This is going to be part of our first meal of our cook for one. And I'll show you later what we're going to cook to go with our chicken legs. Our first meal for one from our rotisserie chicken is going to be very, very simple. It's going to be 2 of the chicken legs that I cut off that rotisserie chicken before I debone the rest of it. We're going to have some baby lima beans, and we're going to make some mac and cheese for one person. Mac and cheese for one, no waste. Come along and let's see how I do it. We're going to start with our lima beans today, our baby limas, and we're going to get those put on the stove. For those who need measurements, I'm taking a 1/2 cup of lima beans and I'm going to just dump them right in that pot. To that, I'm going to put in 1 cup of water. I'm going to turn that stove eye on a medium heat and we'll get those started. Okay, I'm going to add in a little salt. We're going to season to taste, a little black pepper, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of butter. Turn that heat up just a little bit so we can get those started boiling. Alright, our lima beans have come to a boil, so we're going to turn that down to about a medium heat. And we're just going to let that boil and simmer down some until they're tender, cooked through, and ready to eat. Okay, we're going to get our mac and cheese going. I have a pot of water on the stove. I've turned it on a medium-high heat until it starts boiling, and of course then I'll turn it down just a little bit. But to that water I am going to add a little salt, and I am going to use seashells for my mac and cheese. You can use whatever you want to use for your pasta. You can do elbow macaroni, the seashells, penne, corkscrew pasta, just whatever you want to use. That part doesn't really matter. So we're going to get this water boiling, and then we'll add our pasta in. Okay, our water is coming to a boil, so we're going to add our pasta in to let it cook. And this is about 56 grams of shells, or 3/4 of a cup. We're going to throw that in there. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit, and I'm going to put it on a medium heat, and we're going to let this boil till it's done. These have cooked down enough that I'm going to turn them on a low heat just to keep them warm, because they're pretty much done. Okay, our pasta is ready to come off the stove. It took around 10 to 12 minutes for it to cook. So I'm going to drain it, and then I'll show you how to make the sauce. Okay, in our saucepan that we cooked our pasta in, I've got my pasta in a bowl set to the side. You're going to put 1 tablespoon of butter. You're going to let that melt down till it's simmering. I've got my heat on about a medium. You don't want it too high because you don't want your butter to burn. But you do need to cook your flour, so we'll add that in as soon as we can get this melted down. Okay, we have 1 tablespoon of melted butter, and to that you're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. You're going to get that mixed up in there. I've got a little whisk I'm going to use for that part. Just going to whisk that all around. You need that flour to cook a few minutes so you get the flour taste out of it. Okay, this is about what you're looking for. I don't know if you can see that or not. This has been cooking for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. At this stage, you're going to pour in 2/3 of a cup of milk. And you're just going to whisk that milk around. You're making a cheese sauce. So I put in 2/3 of a cup of milk. You can use up to 3/4 of a cup if you want a thinner sauce. I like my sauce thicker, so we went with 2/3 of a cup of milk. Gonna let that start getting hot. Okay, that's getting thick. That's what you're wanting it to do, is thicken up. So now we're gonna pour in. Let me turn that heat down. We're gonna pour in a 1/2 cup of shredded cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want to use. We're gonna whisk that around until it gets nice and melted. Can you see the consistency of it? So this is what our cheese sauce is looking like. I've turned that down on a low heat. You don't want it to burn. I'm going to add my pasta back in. I did reserve a little of the pasta water, so I dumped that in as well. I'm going to stir that around, getting it nice and coated. And here is where the recipe doesn't call for black pepper, but I always add black pepper to my mac and cheese. It's just not mac and cheese to me unless it has some black pepper in it. I'm going to stir that around, get it all combined. That looks like a lot of mac and cheese, and that was 1 serving per the directions on the box of pasta. and this recipe. So that looks delicious. Doesn't that look good? Let's get this plated up. And here is our dinner for one. 2 rotisserie chicken legs, a serving of mac and cheese, and a serving of baby lima beans. It looks absolutely delicious. I'm about to go find out because I haven't eaten today. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.